Variable neutral density filters aren't great at ultra wide angles, so you have to zoom in or dial the ND filter back to make it work. Now let me explain what I mean. So when we have a scene like this, which is basically bleh, so choppy water, it's just bleh, nothing interesting about it. It's a potentially nice scene, but the water and the conditions aren't playing up. 1/30th of a second, yeah. With a neutral density filter, particularly a 10-stop one, 519 seconds changes everything. That water just becomes ghostly in effect, and it just looks completely different. And where we had very little texture in the sky, it's been able to just smooth all that out and just make it really quite dramatic. Now the key number here is the focal length, 24 millimeters. So here we are on a bright sunny day, and I've maximized. So 1 second is all I can get at f/22, no more smaller aperture to let the light in. ISO on that camera goes to 50, I'm at 16 millimeters. So that's about as good as I could do. It's okay, but I was curious to see what would happen if I made those shutter speeds much, much longer. So 30 seconds with the variable neutral density filter dialed back, into its full amount, I get this. So here's the problem. Circular neutral density filters, variable, are basically rotatable like that. And at their maximum effect, they can really drop the light coming into the camera. But at ultra wide angle lenses, and that's what this is, it's 16 millimeters, I'm just seeing this effect. So all I could do in this case was dial it back to where I could maybe get 6 seconds. And if we look at the difference in the water compared to the best I could get in terms, I'm going to say best, the maximum I could get with the camera without a filter. So I can maybe blend these two shots here, this one here, take the good part, which I think is the water, and then can you see there's funky stuff going on there, funky stuff going on there, very hard to equalize. So it's a trip to the computer to be able to make that happen. And there's nothing more you can do about that because we're at the technological end. The technology has just failed us. Physics has failed us. There's really nothing we can do. And in fact, it doesn't end there, because if we use circular polarizers with ultra wide angle lenses, then the effect is going to be the same. So here you can see really funky. I've got that circular polarizer on an ultra wide 16 millimeters. I can tell you I was annoyed now taking this shot because I had a lens that had an 82 millimeter thread at the front, and that filter cost me 200 bucks. And I get this. I was looking to maximize the blue in the sky. So I had no choice but to dial back, and I get a blue, but not the blue that I wanted. So variable ND filters are not great at ultra wide angle lenses. You're going to have to zoom in or dial the ND filter back. If you have any questions, just pop them in the comments.